You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes. And super violate that like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Let me clear up this news you're seeing on the timeline. The British state has accused me of a crime. They said 15 years ago I did something I wasn't supposed to do and I'm a criminal. But they won't tell me who against. They won't tell me where it happened. They won't tell me when it happened. They just said 15 years ago you did a crime. And I said, okay, against who? We're not telling you. In case you tweet it. Why would I tweet it? What are you talking about? Tell me who I committed this crime against so I can defend myself. Nope. We're not going to let you defend yourself. You're accused of a crime. You're charged with a crime. We won't tell you who against. And I said, well, then how do I put a defense together? And they said, well, if you come to England, we'll tell you. I said, sure, I'll come to England. No problem. All I want to know is, can you guarantee I will not be remanded in custody? They said, no, we're not going to guarantee you that. If you come to England, there's a strong chance you're going to go to Belmarsh, remanded in custody for years, pre-trial. And I'm like, so you are accusing me of a crime. You've issued a warrant. You won't tell me who the crime was committed against, if they even exist, because they don't. These are made-up victims, completely made up. They have people hiding behind anonymity and just attacking me, demanding millions of euros, millions of dollars for things that happened in 2009. Nobody's telling me what these things are. Nobody's telling me who these people are. Nobody's telling me when they happened, where they happened, nothing. And they're saying if I go to jail, they'll tell me, but I have to fly to England and put myself in jail. And I know you're wondering, how come when Britain, as it collapses and doesn't give a about grooming gangs, doesn't give a about the stabbings, doesn't care about the drugs on the street, doesn't care about any of the real crime, how come they keep talking about Andrew Tate? That's because I highlight the problems with the country. They don't want to fix the problems. They want to get rid of me for talking about the problems. So why do I get to travel the world so freely? Why have I been to 25 countries this year? Because when I land in Hong Kong and the British government call the authorities and say, we need Andrew Tate, we have a warrant, the authorities say, well, what's the warrant for? And who's it against? And the British state says, we don't want to tell you who the victims are. The victims don't exist, so no country will extradite me. So I'm traveling the world completely free. No country respects England anymore. Nobody's sending me to them. I'm living as a free man. They keep putting on the BBC that they want to get hold of me. And I'm saying, tell me who my accuser is, and I'll come talk to you. And they're like, no, because they've completely made it up. They've made it up to slander me in the media over and over and over again. Their intention is to just lie about me, lie about charges, lie about victims, lie, so that I don't support Rupert or I don't support Farage.
The recent arrest of Andrew and Tristan Tate in Miami by the U.S. Marshals isn't just an isolated headline about a British extradition warrant, but it's actually a rare rupture in the carefully manicured facade of the system, exposing the competing factions fighting for dominance within their departments behind the scenes. And independent investigators have been mapping out a chronological pipeline in Romania that shatters any notion of just coincidence. Just step back and look at the sequence, because first, you have a prominent Western pastor with recent ties to Erica Kirk, running a network that was targeting Romanian children, and was just recently arrested. Immediately following his operation shutting down in Romania, Erica Kirk's foundation steps into the exact same Eastern European landscape. Then the moment her network window closes, the Tate brothers permanently relocate their operations to the very same soil. And poaching vulnerable civilians under the guise of missionary work or charity isn't just a series of random events, but it's a continuous pipeline operating across decades. And where do all these threads lead? Directly back to the centralized nerve center of the current administration, and the institutional protection goes even deeper than the public is ever allowed to see. Because while Erica Kirk is insulated and elevated to powerful positions within the government apparatus, the Tates' ties reach into the absolute core of the executive branch. Their former defense attorney, Paul Ingrassia, didn't just walk away after being their attorney, but he was handed keys to the infrastructure as a White House liaison to the DOJ. And when the Tates landed in America, and authorities were moving in for the arrest, a high-ranking White House official actively bypassed standard protocols, intervening in the active federal investigation, trying to pressure senior Department of Homeland Security leadership into returning the brothers' seized electronic devices. The administration wants you to believe they're the supreme authorities, but this exposure proves they're blind to their own machinery that is exposing their networks. The system has been heavily fractured, with the administration only trying to bring in loyalists, but career investigative arms, field marshals, and international agencies have been running separate, quiet investigations right under the administration's nose. And these wealthy predators didn't even know the trap was being sprung until a sealed warrant bypassed their defensive shield in Miami. But these same predators will sacrifice their outer nodes of their network in order to protect the core infrastructure from being unveiled, but their fault lines are exposed, and the truth is out there for anyone willing to see past their smoke and mirrors. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Anonymously enlightening out.
If this is your last podcast, what is the one thing you want men to remember?
I always, when I was presented with the red pill and the blue pill, I have always my entire life taken the brave choice. At the time of filming of this podcast, I have just rejected their $50 million to drop my case and make all this go away. I just took a brave choice. And now they're all sitting around a table deciding what they can do. I guarantee they're saying, is there anything we can do besides kill him? Or does he want to be in a plane accident? Planes crash, bro. Shit happens. The world moves on. Epstein died, the world's moved on just fine. Shit happens. And I actually think the reason I've said no to them is because if I say yes to them, I think that they may still consider killing me. So what I'm going to do, instead of living this way for the rest of my life, as a king with that sword over my head, I'm going to force a decision. Either I'm going to fucking win, or you're going to kill me.
Well, everyone, this has been your guest, Andrew Tate. This is the Jack Hill Podcast. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks, sir.
We'll do another one soon.
A final question. If they were convicted on all counts of all these charges, what kind of sentence could they be looking at?
The rest of their lives in prison. I mean, and that's just in the UK. There's also charges back in Romania, and there's an investigation still underway in the United States. So I do not think that the Tate brothers will be able to go back to the life they're used to. I think that their academy, their school, which gives out PhDs for young men to try to be misogynists like them, the PhD stands for pimp and hose degrees. I mean, that tells you who these people are. So I think they're facing the rest of their lives in a prison cell.
Vivian is his first victim ever. It has now been confirmed that he's as a minor. Just from that victim alone, he made $1.5 million. One of the young women describes that she was threatened with released, and that when she tried to leave, they hacked her Facebook account and put her whole family saw. The problem is, like Epstein, Andrew and Tristan Tate have friends in high places. It's a very similar dynamic to cult dynamics. He's described brainwashing these women. He's described controlling their minds. And we see that with Yasmin and Penkov, who said, I wouldn't leave you even if I found out you were.
Similar to Carlson, the first interview that Candace does was very much a softball.
She didn't make any attempt to get Romanian documents and really press him on that. She just provided a platform for him to tell his side of the story. He acts like, oh, I said offensive things. No, you literally sold courses on how to manipulate women, how to isolate them. She becomes dependent on him, and then he pimps her out.
Recruiting girls to make TikTok videos and stealing the money. So it's really a financial crime?
No, he's charged with forming an organized crime group. Women, and he's charged.
This is a deep state operation by the UK Foreign Office trying to stop me from doing the one thing I'm intent on doing, which is saving the British state from themselves. I'm not scared of these people. They're lying and they know they're lying. The UK Foreign Office specifically wrote to the Romanians and said, get him off the internet. I have the paperwork. The second I'm there in the UK, I'll be sitting with you, unless I'm remanded, with that piece of paper showing you this is a setup from an intelligence agency because I'm considered a national security threat because young men listen to me instead of their propaganda. It is a lie. And anybody, after Lucy Colony and everything else they've done to everybody after the Southport attacks, if anybody has any faith left in the British justice system, they need their head checked. All of it's a lie. All of the accusations a lie. All of the media is a lie. It's a scam. And peers, you know it is. You know I've done nothing wrong.
Andrew Tate. Let's do the math. Or rather, let me set the record straight. I see clips about that man. Or clips of him. Motivational speaking. He's very good at it. Motivational speaking, he's very good at it. Usually, those kind of guys are master manipulators. That's who I was raised by. Master manipulators. Now, I seen a video with some individual put me on trial for what Andrew Tate did. First and foremost, a man is innocent until proven guilty. So in the video, they taking snippets, clips of Andrew Tate talking about being with 15 and 16-year-olds. Now, for me, I like to see the full video because I know how people could take your words and twist them and make you say, like, for example, on Math Half a platform, right? When he asked me, how old was you? I said I was a kid touching kids. Math asked me, how old was you when you stopped touching kids? The key word was, right now we drinking. It was a trick question. I'm trying to figure out how to answer the question. At the same time, I'm drunk. What's up, Hassan Campbell? What age you stopped touching kids? The question answered itself. I said, when I was a kid, I was touching other kids. Now you ask me, at what age you stopped touching kids? That was master manipulating. And I'm sitting up there fogged. So then I gave an example of a situation that happened with me and one of my girlfriends when I was like 12, 13 years old, right? And how I got caught in her house, or rather caught leaving her house, and I was jumping down flights of stairs trying to get away. We only 1 year apart. We the same age. But instead of them playing that part, which was the delay in my answer, they just kept playing that part where I just to try to make me look bad. Now, mind you, all these niggas that's running around acting like they fighting against these predators the way I've been fighting all these years and the way other people been fighting all these years, not near one of these niggas helped me. They all make fun of me. But then they want to sit up there and scrutinize or have something to say about me and what I got to say about Andrew Tate. Now, for the record, yeah, some of those clips that I heard with Andrew Tate, I ain't feeling it. I don't like it. It's disgusting. But you're innocent until proven guilty. See, in my case with Africa Bambaataa, you seen faces come out and point fingers, and I was headlining, telling, and had other people coming out. Even putting them in court. In Andrew Tate's situation, I never seen none of this. I never heard. I've never seen evidence of any of the allegations. Never seen none of it. I've never seen a witness come forward. I've never seen faces. Now he's being charged. After being charged already, charges have been dropped. Now we see a video circulating. I don't know if that video is AI. I don't know if that's something that somebody just threw up on the internet, because niggas play dangerous games. I'm not trying to save that man. I don't give a fuck about him. Really though, he's a billionaire. Or he claims to be a billionaire, and he lives the life as one. So for him to make it that far and to get that much money, he may just be competition for the elite. He may just be competition for the elite. I don't know, but I ain't feeling him no more. Based off of the things that I've seen, based off of the things that I've heard him say out of his mouth, and then even still, I got to dig a little bit deeper, because I'm watching edited clips that people are sending me and not listening to the whole conversation. Now, people are sitting up there saying, oh, we been knew about him. He loved the kids. He's all into the kids. I never knew this. Believe you me, when I find out anybody got a little bit of Epstein in them, got a little bit of R. Kelly in them, got a little bit of Michael Jackson with them, I'm cutting them off completely. if you got a little bit of Africa Bambaataa in you. So miss me with the videos. Oh, you standing with Andrew. I stand with the innocent until proven guilty. But once I start seeing evidence that's piling up that don't look right, listen, man, Andrew Tate and his brother could die in that cell for all I care. What, I got to put that in subtitles or something? I don't never care if they never see the sun of day ever again based off of some of the things that I'm hearing. No, I don't approve of grown men running around chasing down little kids. I don't know what they did in their past, and I don't know what they doing in their present. I can't sit up there and say he's an innocent man or a guilty man. I don't like some of the things that's coming out. That's what I'm gonna stand on. Some of the things that I'm hearing, in his own words, oh yeah, it lets you know that he got a predator in him. But again, I'm listening to things that's chopped and screwed. And anytime you're going to judge somebody on this internet, you can't judge them on things that's chopped and screwed. You want to listen to the whole dialogue of what's being said, because there's master manipulators on this internet. And you can't believe half of what you see or none of what you hear. Because you got master manipulators that be manipulating situations for content and making people look like liars. I stand with victims to the day that I die, because I was one. But at the same time, when I got to this internet, dudes were so jealous of me, they went and created victims, like the white boy. They went and got a white boy older than me, told me he was a kid and I was touching him. And the funny part about it is, see, God don't like ugly. Because sometime later, Front Street, the one that put him up to that, and Wax Dog, well, one of them got their TV turned off in a bad way. All over the news. They had that dope fiend. See, they forgot. They was making videos doing foul stuff. So the same nigga that they accused me that lived in Virginia, they had this dude fishing money out of the toilet for dope. They had him digging in the toilet with his hands to get money out of a $20 bill with doo-doo in the toilet. This is what they did to him. But they forgot to take those videos down. These same niggas. So I know what the internet will do to you. As far as Andrew Tate go and his brother go, nah, some of the, like I said, some of the stuff that I just heard, I never heard before. Some of the things, the videos that I've seen, I've never seen those videos before. With him talking about 15-year-old girls. Like, nah, I'm not with that. But the funny part about it is, you same niggas, y'all sit up there and tell me, even though I said Bam started doing what he did at 13, and it stopped at 15, oh, you liked it, you wanted it. So if they was 15, it's the same thing that don't apply to them? And I'm not saying they do. But now I'm using y'all against y'all. Huh? That's why I say you can eat it up until you hiccup, nigga. Don't try to play me. That's my take on the situation. I'm not fighting for Andrew Tate. If he's guilty, if he's innocent, let him go. It is what it is. Y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Live life as if you want to run. And stay dangerous at the same time. Stay tuned for my next video. I'm out.
So I'm going to say, careful who y'all following. It's all about dividing us. Careful who you following. Careful who you following. It's a lot of popular suckers out here.
Keep the money flowing. You don't need your TV getting turned off.
Don't get your snot
Keep
box
the money
right.
flowing.
Harlem on the rise. And you don't want no problem with the guys.
Right now, he's not me. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. He's the guy. He's the guy. We in the building, man. We're going to film a nice episode, off the record.
Listen, I had to get him on this week because he's the best guest to really get shit. Yo, this is off the record. You know what I mean, right? Off the record, we can't hold nothing back. It's off the record, baby.
Let's shake the internet.
Baby girl's name.
Tell them kids to go to school, man.
Yo, listen, your dad telling me you ain't going to school. I want to act bad, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta act. Yo, listen, you got a real one right here. This shit, this your father. He love y'all. And I've been watching him since he started. All he talk about on that YouTube is y'all, so you know he love y'all. Make sure y'all do y'all thing, make y'all father proud.
Let's go. Go to school, man.
Beautiful thing. Hassan, we just made a classic.
Adam 22, Hassan Campbell, stay tuned. We outside.
Felix in New Hampshire. Tap in.
Okay, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you.
Y'all know who this is. This is the queen right here. The queen of YouTube, boy. Hit him in the head with the headshot.
Are you not entertained?
He got his TV turned on. Where the fathers at? Where the parents at? Where the uncles at? Where the aunties at? These kids are getting trapped. They keep falling for the cops' traps. They locked them up in jail, and they keep on going back. We need to change that. Hassan is here to change that. Speaking on real topics, no fake news, no fake rap. These kids out here dying, these gangs keep misleading. Granny's getting smoked, babies left bleeding. Hassan is here to change that. He ain't kicking fake raps. He's speaking on real issues, no fake news, no fake rap. Yeah, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because they're smiling in your face and then they murk you. Hey, you gotta keep your eyes open, and that's a factor. Because they really want what's yours. They the backstabbers. Hey. His TV turned on.